meteorologist Jennifer Correa for WSTU 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello and good morning to all of you beautiful people out there in the world and on the Treasure Coast in the state of Florida. Welcome to this extraordinary Tuesday show, the world-famous Quality of Life radio show. I'm your host, Gary Owen.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Bouvier.
And we are streaming live, not in the WSTU studio, but we are streaming live here at OWEN Insurance Group in our training room, in our marketing room. So we are live. We're right behind Key West Diner. So as you go by, blow the horn, say hello, and let us know you're going by. Tom, we're here every Tuesday morning. But before we do that, we should probably let everybody know the change of the show.
Yes, we will.
It is a new show. It's a new era. It's a new month.
It's a new revolution around the sun for me.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday, Thomas Bouvier.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
So everybody wish Tom the Bouv a very happy birthday. He's still 39 and holding and looking very, very good.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Gary.
And by the way, so we are going to change the format of our show. So we are going to change from 1 hour show and having guests and this and that and the other. And we're going to do a 1/2 hour show. So Tom and I are going to provide you a full 29 minutes of relevant content and information that will help you enjoy your quality of life. So Thomas, you know, I'm excited about what we're about to share. All the information that we have for consumers, because it's truly life-changing and altering. And you and I see this every single day, what's going on with clients that are calling us and having problems. We're going to talk about some of those problems today.
All right, Gary. We are problem solution people. We help you solve problems. We help you determine insurance products that's best for you. As Gary said, we're going to continue to bring relevant content and information. And Gary, you and I, we love to share information and knowledge about important insurance solutions.
Right.
All the pitfalls to avoid, and ever since I've known you, Gary, all I've known, one of the characteristics of you, and I believe it's rubbed off on me, is we bring transparency and good old-fashioned straight talk. We get right to the point. We tell you exactly the way it is, unbiased information about insurance planning that will help people improve their quality of life. And that's the name of the show.
I tell you, I know that our clients enjoy our straight talk. They enjoy our transparency, and that is what we do, and that is what you deserve. You deserve insurance straight talk, comprehensive insurance planning, transparency, professionalism, respect. This is what we bring to our clients. This is what we bring to the show, the Quality of Life radio show. So obviously, we are running an insurance agency here in Stewart. I've been here in the Treasure Coast for 37 years. And here in the insurance industry now for over 16 years. So we have the knowledge, we have the information, we have the experience to help you with your insurance planning needs, whether it's Medicare, life insurance, long-term care, disability, annuities. We cover it. We do it all, and we'll make sure we take good care of you.
Absolutely. And Gary, the catchphrase that you've always used for Owen Insurance Group is that we simplify insurance planning so you can enjoy the stress-free life that you deserve. Because I don't know one single person that loves to shop for insurance of any type. Insurance shopping, that's one of those major to-do things on a to-do list that people hate to have. But once it's checked off, they leave with just feeling 10 pounds lighter. And I tell you what, we help people do that.
So all the boxes of insurance that you see on at the store, on the shelf, they're empty because everybody has to have insurance. So we got to keep replenishing the boxes of insurance, and that's we could maybe call that's kind of neat little thing we could call like insurance in a box.
Insurance in a box.
Unwrap the box and look what we have for you.
Absolutely. And you know, we do it in a way that people say, oh, you sell insurance. And they say, get away from me. You sell insurance. And as I've thought about it, and you and I have talked about this, I can't think of one time that I've actually had to sell anyone insurance. I simply look at myself and view myself as an educator. I educate,
right.
And then if I find a good plan for people that they like, fits their budget, I enroll them in that plan, and thus they get me, they get you. We become the agent of record, and we're there for them every step of the way.
Yep. Propagate integrity, respect, and educate insurance planning. By the way, we got a message just now from a buddy of mine, Rob Robleski, who's driving on US 1. He says, beep, beep, and he says, happy birthday, Tom. So, Rob, good to hear from you. Hope you are doing well, and you know, we are shy of some quarts of whiskey, my friend. So time to catch up. It's been a long time. So this morning I want to share some information about Medicare changes, particularly on the Part D side. But before we do that, I think it's important that everybody here knows today that, and Tom, we say this all the time. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, but the decisions you make today about your insurance planning, whether it's Medicare, life, health, whatever it is, disability, the decisions you make today can last a lifetime. It's important to get it right the first time. Case in point, last week, got a call from a client who was referred to us, and he's on a Medicare Advantage plan. We don't mention any names of the carriers on these shows. It's not relevant. But what is relevant to know is that he needs to be changed to a supplement. He wants to go to a supplement plan because he's having issues getting claims paid and seeing the doctors he wants to see. Right? So these are some of the issues that, you know, that we see with Medicare Advantage. So now he wants to go to a supplement where he can have the flexibility and the freedom to choose to go where he wants to go without having any obstructions and any limitations and exclusions and so forth. Well, Tom, what do you think the problem is?
Well,
why we can't change him over?
Unless he was in a small window of time, there's going to be about 10 to 11 questions, health underwriting questions.
He's 66 and a half. How can we help him to get into a supplement plan?
Well, he'll have to be healthy for the next couple of years without any medical issues, and once that time frame has been surpassed, or we can send him the list of questions and have him answer them, and if they're all no, then he may be qualified. But if there's health issues, Gary, it's going to be an automatic denial.
And unfortunately, that's the problem. And he goes to me, oh, Gary, why did nobody tell me this? Why didn't the agent who put me in this plan explain this to me? Well, I don't know the answer to that because I don't know who the agent was. But what I can tell you is that here at OWEN Insurance Group, as Tom said before so eloquently, that we will educate, we will propagate integrity, transparency, and we will educate you so you have all the options in front of you, and you will have to make the decision that's best for you. And I'm not saying that Medicare supplement is always going to be the best option. There are some strategies that we utilize for our clients. You can go on a Medicare Advantage plan, try it out, test drive it for a year. And then before you turn 66, you can go to a supplement plan, guaranteed issue. See, Tom and I know this. We have that knowledge and education and information. Whereas maybe the agent who was working with that client only represents one plan with one carrier, like Medicare Advantage only with one carrier. So you got to be careful to not fall in the trap of working with an insurance agent that only represents one carrier or represents only one line. If they are not independent, you need to listen to me. If they're not an independent agent, they're not able to offer you Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplement plans, prescription drug plans, you need to gracefully walk away, pick up the phone, and call OWEN Insurance Group, where we do represent you. We'll represent the carriers, and we'll find the best solution that fits your specific needs. And Tom, how do they call us?
772-210-1020.
And you were getting ready to say something before I cut you off.
772-210-1020. No, you didn't cut me off, Gary, but I did want to mention that it's very important. The number one thing is to find that right agent, and it's not by calling the 800 number. It's not by listening to the different pitch people on TV trying to get you to call that 800 number. Even if it's a reputable company, they say call and talk to a licensed agent. I know this is can be a dangerous trap because I actually participated in my beginning of my insurance world before I came out independent agent with Gary Owen and OWEN Insurance Group. I actually sat there and I was able to take phone calls, and all I could do was represent one company, and all I could do was represent Medicare Advantage and prescription drugs. And even though I could tell them about Medicare supplements, I could not enroll them in a Medicare supplement, and I certainly didn't know the deep knowledge to warn them that if they got on a Medicare Advantage and they went past a certain time, they never could go back. I didn't even understand what guaranteed issue was. So, Gary, there are licensed agents who are very good at one little small thing,
right,
but they don't have all the knowledge to be able to share with that person.
And there's only one agency on the Treasure Coast and in the state of Florida that I know that does just that. We represent the consumer. We represent the various carriers because we want to make sure that we're going to do what's best for you. Not what's best for the insurance carriers, but what's best for you, the consumer, because you are our family, and we'll treat you like family. And that's important. I mean, you don't have that today. There are a lot of nefarious people out there, and we'll talk about nefarious people and scammers here in just a moment as well, because I want to bring that up. But again, we're not saying that all insurance agents are bad. We're not saying that captive agents are bad. We're just saying that you owe it to yourself to work with an independent agent that represents more than one or two carriers, and also all of the lines of Medicare, whether it's Advantage, Supplement, and prescription drug plans. You owe it to yourself to have peace of mind with the right insurance plan, with the right insurance carrier, and the right insurance agent and agency. That's important. And that is what we bring to the table here at OWEN Insurance Group. And we are located in North Stewart. Even though we're only in Stewart, we've got 10 field managers across the state of Florida. We have field managers outside of Florida and other states, and Virginia and Texas and Georgia. So we're not limited to selling just in Florida. We're here on the Treasure Coast. We're licensed in over 40 different states and can represent our clients in those 40 states. So if you happen to call us and you're in a state that maybe like North Dakota or South Dakota, that we're not licensed in, or Alaska, then we'll be happy to get licensed and do that so we can be able to represent you. Tom, I want to kind of touch real quick on what's going on there. So people, that was just happened yesterday, there are scammers, as we know. They are proliferating our world. And I just wish that God would just do something to these nefarious
Silence
scammers.
their tongues.
Yes, please. Slice the tongues in half so they never speak again. So this poor lady got a call. She answered a phone. They were telling her, hey, this is Medicare. Due to COVID, we've got to send you out new Medicare cards. I need you to please read your Medicare number, confirm it that we have the right number. People, listen. Don't fall for those shenanigans. Those are scammers. They're trying to obtain your Medicare information, your number, where they'll call you and tell you that we're with Medicare. We're going to send you free test kits, but we need your credit card number to pay the shipping charges. Scammers, they're all around us. If you've got questions or you got a concern where you don't know who to turn to, or you want to run something by us, a third party, an unbiased independent agency, pick up the phone and call us. We're happy to help you out. You are our neighbors. I don't care if you are in Florida or out of Florida, we are here to help you. So all you've got to do, you can go to our website, OWENInsurancegroup.com, where you can pick up the phone and dial 772-210-1020, and one of our staff members will be here and happy to help you. So don't be shy, and you don't have to take the road alone. Tom, Medicare change. Oh, what happened to you this week? Did you have a client that had an issue, like this client that called me on Friday? Did you have anything like that come up, or anything similar?
Well, I did enroll someone in a Medicare Advantage plan on Monday, and she was kind of torn between the Medicare Supplement and Medicare Advantage. But I did explain, since she was getting on Medicare at age 65, she did have 1 year to try out the Medicare Advantage plan, and because a lot of people say, I'm healthy, I don't want to go on the Medicare Supplement because it has a monthly premium. But I fully educated her, and she's very happy and satisfied. So it wasn't a major problem, but, you know, other agents many will not even talk about it. Many of them don't even know about it.
No.
So the length of time, the integrity, the full education of that agent is very important, and because what we tell people can be the matter of life and death for them.
100% correct. And then, Evan in the studio, we just got feedback from someone who's listening in that the volume of the show randomly gets low, then comes back to a normal level. Not sure what that is, but anyway, wanted to let you know that. How much are you pointing at me? Like how much time I have left? I'm not hearing what he's saying. We're good. All right. But again, our first time here at the OIG studio and not in the radio station. It's a little bit different, so bear with us.
We'll call this WOIG. We're in the WOIG studio.
I love it. Very good idea, actually. And then also on the Medicare changes, because there's a lot of changes in Medicare that's happening this year and over the next several years, particularly with Part D. We know that the Part A premium and the Part B premium has adjusted for 2023. I know you've heard where certain types of insulin will be capped at $35 per month. We're still running clients' prescriptions and insulin, and it's some of it is more than that because it's not on the right formulary. So even though that you hear that it's $35 a month for all of insulin, that's not necessarily true. It's for some insulin. So, and we'll check that out for you. And maybe you're on Novolog, but maybe we need to change it to Humalog for that formulary to work to cover the $35 a month insulin charge. Again, this is what we're here for, and we'll help you do that. Tom, we're going to be wrapping up our OEP here shortly. So what's the time frame of that, and what can our clients do, or consumers who may be watching or listening in?
Right. The Medicare Advantage OEP, or open enrollment period, actually ends on March 31st. And what that is individuals who are currently on a Medicare Advantage plan, you would be able to switch to another Medicare Advantage plan. You could actually switch to a prescription drug plan and apply for a Medicare supplement. And you could also just go back to straight original Medicare and with or without a prescription drug plan. So this open enrollment period is only for people who are currently on Medicare Advantage plans. And if you wanted to do one of those switches, you have till March 31st.
Yep, and then some of the changes that, and by the way, going back to the OEP, I mean, it's important that if you are on a Medicare Advantage plan and maybe you're having some issues or maybe you haven't had a review, you've been on that plan for a couple of years, you need to have a review. I'm telling you, Tom is correct. Plans change, formularies change, and you may be healthy today, doesn't mean you'll be healthy tomorrow. On the plan that you're on now, when you have a critical or chronic illness that strikes you unexpectedly, you may be in a world of hurt. So you owe it to yourself to have a review done. Now, getting back to the changes in Medicare, we've got about 7 minutes left, so we're going to go through this really quickly. I would say the most important thing that happened here recently was the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act. And what that law did, I mean, I'm not getting into politics of what it all was, but we know that there's pork in all kinds of bills, and I don't like pork. I love pork to eat, but I don't like political pork. But anyway, some great things that happened is that it's going to be keeping the drug companies in check. They cannot raise their premiums or increase their premiums more than 6% per year. And it has to, if it goes past inflation, then they're going to have to pay for that. Also, beginning next year in 2024, once you reach the Part D catastrophic phase, then you'll pay nothing after that. So basically, it effectively caps out your out-of-pocket maximum cost at about $3,200 or $3,300 a year. So that is happening next year. And then in 2025, in 2 years, your Part D out-of-pocket expenses will be capped at only $2,000 a year. So the great thing is about the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act, the drug prices are coming down, the out-of-pocket maximums are coming down, but I think what will happen, I don't know, but obviously when things like this happened, the drug companies have to respond in a way, and who knows, we'll probably see more drugs not covered at a $0 copay anymore. And we may see higher premiums in the future because of all this. Time will tell, but you will hear it straight from us with Insurance Straight Talk. We'll keep you posted on any changes that happen in Medicare here at the Quality of Life radio show. And we're happy to update you on all this information. Also, the fact that there was a report that just came out as well about 1,216 pharmaceuticals increased prices past the inflation rate with an average price hike of 32%. So obviously, Tom and I, we're constantly hearing our clients and consumers out there bemoaning the fact that they can't afford their drug premiums. They can't afford to get drugs. So I think that this is a great thing, what the Biden administration did to lower the cost of drugs so people like you who are listening in can afford to pay for the drugs and don't have to go without taking life-changing drugs that can change your life and help you enjoy a quality of life and health. So,
well, Gary, it sounds like these pharmaceuticals kind of knew what was coming down the road as far as the law.
Oh, they
so
knew
we're
it was
going to
coming.
hike these drug prices as high as possible because we know starting in a year from now or 2 years from now, they'll be capped.
That's correct.
So let's get as much as we can now because we know we'll be limited later.
Yep, and I think we'll start seeing gradual increases, benefit reductions on some of these plans. The zero copays, I think, will go away. So in 2 years, I doubt. I'm just guessing. I don't know, but I'm just guessing that we are no longer going to see moving forward in 2024 $0 copays on prescription.
And Gary, with over 10,000 people a day turning 65, most of them going on to Medicare, the Medicare system is going to be overloaded. I mean, there's no free lunch. Somebody's got to pay for it.
That's correct.
The money's coming somewhere.
But again, we have, what's the date today? 7th of March. We only have 3 weeks left of the Medicare OEP. Unfortunately, if you're on a standalone drug plan and it's not working out for you, there's nothing we can do about that because the drug plans can only change during the AEP. But if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, like Tom said earlier, and you want to switch and go back to leave your managed care platform and program, go back to original Medicare, and then you can sign up for a Medicare supplement plan. It depends on whether it's guaranteed issue or not, depending on how long you've been on the Medicare Advantage plan. So at age 65, before you turn 66, you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, no matter what time of year it is, you can leave your Medicare Advantage plan or during the AEP, or any time of the year during the trial right period, you can go back to original Medicare and sign up for a supplement plan and a standalone drug plan. So you have that ability. Now during the OEP, you can only be on a Medicare Advantage plan and switch to another Medicare Advantage plan. Or leave your Medicare Advantage plan, go to a supplement, go to original Medicare and sign up for a supplement. And if it's not guaranteed issue, yes, you'll have to answer no to the various health questions of that specific carrier. So call our office if you have questions, 772-210-1020.
Absolutely. With all those rules, boy, it sounds like people might need a guide.
Well, I think we know a few guides. I think that we are probably the two most hip insurance guides in the country. And we got 2 minutes left already, so it's amazing how fast the show, a half an hour, does go by quick. But again, I just want to remind everybody that moving forward, we will be here at the OWEN Insurance Group, the WOIG studio. And we appreciate Iggy coming in here, and also we appreciate Evan in the studio who is helping us out, and he is the master. So we appreciate all that your help. And again, if you've got questions, I don't care if it's about Medicare, if it's life insurance, health insurance, disability, dental vision, annuities, long-term care, pick up the phone, give us a call. We're here to help you. We're here to answer any questions that you may have. Give us a call at 772-210-1020, 772-210-1020. You can also go to our website at oweninsurancegroup.com, and we're located at 1611 Northwest Federal Highway in Stewart, right north, about a half a mile north of the Roosevelt Bridge, behind Key West Diner. All right. Well, Tom, that concludes the show. 30 minutes went by
quick.
like grease lightning. Hey, listen, everybody, stay tuned. Coming up next is a Brian Kilmeade show. And listen, we want to thank you for spending time with us this morning. Thank you. Please share us with your friends, your family, neighbors. We hope that you enjoyed the show. And remember, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life. Take care, everybody.